first question. What's the best bit of advice you've ever gotten?
Well, my mother had many sayings, and one of them she would often say is, Kamala, you may be the first to do many things. Make sure you're not the
I think
last.
your mom got that from Talladega Nights. Ricky Bobby. No? Okay, moving on. So as you probably know, your approval ratings are pretty low. Has this caused you to do any kind of I don't know, self-assessment as to your job qualifications?
I like never.
Do you have any thoughts on how you could improve?
So I haven't ever evaluated myself.
Of course. What would you say your biggest goal would be as vice president right now?
To not be burdened.
Being a female in a leadership position, what are you doing with that as for helping other women?
I mentor a lot of young women, and
Oh, dear God, no. Sorry. What kind of advice are you giving women?
figure out what kind of gives you, your brain like a tingle.
That's the advice you're giving them. Okay. Is that practical advice, do you think?
I think that, but I will say that I think that there is so much that
So that's a no?
I eat no for breakfast. No, I mean, no. Listen.
Let's just leave that one. Don't worry about it.
So have I been told many times during my career things from, oh,
You shouldn't be vice president.
it's not your turn. They're not ready for you.
I think that it's that you're not ready. You're not ready. It's not that they're.
I've heard all of those things many times over the course of my career, but I didn't listen.
That is breathtakingly clear. Very evident.
And I would encourage anyone who's been told that, whatever their gender, to not listen.
When they're giving sound advice, you might want to listen. You should be aware of your own limitations, maybe. Don't you think?
I mean, I just think that it's really important to recognize the limitations that other people have.
Okay.
Who has the authority?
Well, see, this goes back to the qualifications for the job. So the president has the authority, and as the vice president, you have authorities. Are you not understanding that?
You don't let people tell you who you are. You tell them who you are.
Everyone knows who you are. I don't understand where you're going with this.
If you can follow your passion, do that.
Let's move on to superficial topics. Let's talk about your hair and makeup.
Glad you brought that up. So this is one of my areas of focus. I care so deeply about this.
Let's get right down to it. I mean, there's two choices here. You can either become a better vice president or you could step down.
That's a false choice. Don't accept it.
No, it's just a choice. It's their choices. That's all.
So what I say then, do not accept false choices.
All right, we have time for one last question. So what is your thoughts or your opinion on Joe Biden's cognitive abilities?
That's how I feel.